Hey, Don, what did people have to mention to get tickets for your show? Is it Pete's Hairy Balls?
They had to pay for him.
Oh,
He's
boy.
a draw.
He's a draw.
Well, listen, it was a big moment out there in Cuyahoga Falls. I recorded an album.
I know you did. Communication Breakdown. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you. I'm sweating with excitement.
It's out tomorrow, yeah?
Out tomorrow, and I like how very professionally you tied in the Zeppelin song as my intro music.
You know what? I am nothing if not whatever. My attention to detail is unparalleled. Yeah.
You are clever AF.
Oh, clever AF. That's right.
As the kids say.
That's what the kids say. That's right. So, did you record this the last time you were here, or is this a compilation of the last couple times you were here?
Yeah, no, the last time I did the Funny Stop, I recorded it that weekend. And speaking of Pete, of course, I had to have him do the introduction to the album.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and underneath it, I got Dave Mustaine from Megadeth to do the opening riff. So between Pete screaming unintelligibly over a Dave Mustaine Megadeth riff, you've already got comedy gold before I even say a word.
Well, if there's ever a DVD version, you'll have to have subtitles under Pete's introduction, so everybody can follow along. It must be nice, though, to kind of be in the, you're one of the, they always refer to you as one of the top metalhead comics. It must be nice to have a few people on your speed dial. You hit up Dave Mustaine and go, hey, man, want to do me a solid?
Yeah, but, it's one of those situations, Alan, where, you see people out, and, Dave's always been nice to me. He's been on that metal show, obviously, with us. But it's one of those moments where you're saying goodbye, and he's like, hey, if you ever need anything, just, shoot me an email, whatever you want. He doesn't mean it.
Right.
But I'm always the a-hole that follows up with him and calls the favor in. So I did it, and he was stuck, and he had to do it. So it was very cool of him. I'm glad to have him on the album, and I love the way it came out. That room, the Funny Stop is just a classic room. It's like going to Wrigley Field. There's not a lot of frills and chills, but it's just a great comedy room, and you could really get rocking in there.
Which is ultimately what you want. You don't necessarily need a lot of bells and whistles. You want a good room.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what it is. It's like when I don't need sushi delivered to my seat, I just need a couple of old styles, some peanuts, and a baseball game. So, that's why I did it there. And if people are in town, they should go see Billy this weekend, of course.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Oh, look at that. Are you doing Rock on the Range this year? Did we talk about that?
Well, we did the last time, and I hadn't heard from them, but, they're so great over there with, creating new ways to have me and Florentine come out there again.
Right.
So he and I will be opening for Stone Sour at the Thursday kickoff party.
Oh, beautiful.
Out there, which should be a lot of fun. So, because, we've done the comedy tent like the last 3 or 4 years in a row. So giving that a break this year, going to do the thing with Stone Sour, and then hopefully be back again next year.
Are they even doing a comedy tent this year? Because I've been looking at the website. Like, I was an alternate, but I don't even see it on the website at all.
Well, that's pretty typical of,
right, yeah, I know.
Comedy's always pushed, have you seen the Funny Stop website?
Well, yeah, I would think that Rock on the Range is a little bit more up-to-date than the Funny Stop.
Well, and you know what? People talk about comedians, coming up in clubs and whatever. And I know you did that too. You've been doing it a long time. But there is a very distinct difference when you have to open up for bands, because that is a real... I don't think people realize what a test of your mettle, if you'll pardon the pun, that is, to try to get people to pay attention to your material when they're waiting for Meshuggah to come out.
Well, yeah, there's certain bands... Yeah, in certain bands it does work with. I think it'll be good with Stone Sour. People know Corey's got a great sense of humor. But, yeah, if you're going to talk about Meshuggah, Jim Florentine went out and he actually opened for Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax.
Right.
And, he's like, it's like emceeing a rape.
Jesus. Right.
You really got to go
extreme.
into attack mode. You got to work a lot quicker. You can't work at your normal pace. And it's weird when I do that. Like I went on the road last summer with Faster Pussycat for a month, and then I roll into the Funny Stop, and I find myself screaming at the crowd, and I look out, and I could just see everybody's horrified. They're like, "Who is this lunatic up here?" And I got to kind of like remind myself, these are nice people.
Yeah, reacclimate a little bit.
Amount of drinks. Yeah, they're seated. It's okay.
They're terrified. They're not ready for you to MC a rape. Right.
That's a whole other price range.
Yeah, that's gold circle seating that you got to get for.
But definitely should be the name of Florentine's next album.
MCing a rape.
Yeah.
With Jim Florentine. The Communication Breakdown is Don Jamieson's new album. It's going to be available tomorrow. It's on Metal Blade Records, which in and of itself is a very impressive feat. That's a great label.
Yeah, well, it's a great metal label. I'm honored that I was the first comic signed on there, and and especially in this day and age, Alan, where everybody's so dang PC. You don't want a record company looking over your shoulder and telling you what you can and what you can't say. This is Metal Blade. They have bands like Cannibal Corpse, 6 Feet Under.
Sure.
Pretty sure they're not going to ask me to tame down my act.
Listen, I'm just looking at the track listing for Communication Breakdown. You got some of Don's material. You've got Finger Banging. You got Vagina No-Nos. I'm going to listen to that because I only know the yes yeses. So I want to find out the no-nos by listening to it.
I actually found a list. It was the top 5 things women should never, ever put in their vagina. And I was number 4.
I was going to say, as long as one of them isn't Don Jamieson, I think that is an unimpeachable list there. So, well, listen, brother, congratulations. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. Plenty more where that came from. Click here to subscribe. Click here to watch another video. We'll see you next time.